right, welcome everybody to the podcast, Blended Dysfunction, where she is very dysfunctional.
He's more dysfunctional.
What's good, people? We back after a rough
What they do like this?
episode 3. Episode 3
It
was
wasn't rough.
it wasn't rough.
No.
I got a little backlash after it aired from all your homegirls and hell.
Yeah, because some of the shit you was saying sounded stupid.
No, I was making sense. If
No.
y'all don't want to,
It
women
wasn't
hate
making sense.
processing stuff.
No.
That makes sense.
It made no sense. But
It
okay.
did. But
We ain't
anyway,
talking about last episode. We're talking about the Mother's Day edition today.
today Mother's Day edition.
Yes.
Happy Mother's Day, ladies. Today is
Happy
officially
Mother's Day.
Yeah. We're going to talk about the mothers
Mm-hmm.
and the importance of mothers.
Yep. We are very important.
Mothers are very important.
Fathers are important too, but
Absolutely, fathers are important.
since today is Mother's Day,
We're
or
going to talk
it's
about the
tomorrow.
mamas. So, yeah. What's up? You a mom.
I am
How I feel being a mom?
29 years.
Oh, the shit.
Call it what you want.
How I feel being a mom. Like, what is some things that some pros and cons about being a mom?
Well, I'm kind of on the fence now because kids get on your nerves lately. No, I'm just playing.
You and she ain't playing. She dead ass serious.
Well, a pro is I've been able to. I had to grow up quickly because obviously I was a young mom.
So tell them, how old were you when you had your first child?
17.
17.
Yep.
And how did your mama feel about that?
No, she ain't like it.
I
Nobody
bet.
did.
Mhm.
They were very upset. It was a lot of disappointment, but
Mhm.
and nobody actually expected it either because I used to dress like a boy and all that, so it was nobody really knew that I was pregnant for a long time. But at any rate, I did have them, and it was a learning lesson. It's always a learning lesson when you becoming a mother for the first time. So
Yeah. So how was that lesson? Like, what did you learn as a teen mom? Like, for
I
the
learned
most
what
part?
not to do when I had my second one.
On your second one, did
Yeah.
you learn anything in the process of like raising the first one? Your first is you on the
That's like your testimony. It's a test.
So the oldest is Joseph.
He tested my patience a lot, even from him being young, you know. But like I said, I did learn, after the second one, things that I should not do that I allowed with the first one. And so yeah, it was,
What
pretty
are
much
some of
that.
those things?
For one, the first one was definitely very, very spoiled. You have your first kid, you want to give them everything, and there is a lack of discipline when it's the first kid.
Mhm.
Well, for me, because I don't think that was for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, it definitely was a lack of discipline for him. And so, you just learn not to give, but they have to work for it.
Mhm.
Like they got, because then they appreciate it a little more. He was very spoiled, like I said. You know what? It's kind of like a blur though because I think he grew so fast,
Mhm.
and I think he was more so a daddy's child though. So I don't.
What about the second one?
He was definitely a mama's boy. I breastfed him. You know,
You didn't breastfeed the first
No.
Joseph?
I tried, but that wasn't. I think I was young then, and I couldn't get jiggy with it. But Joquise was a little different. Um, Obviously, I had learned. I was much older then. Like not much older, but I was 23. So I kind of learned like, okay, this is what I'm doing and this is what I'm not doing. You
Mhm.
get what I'm saying? And then the influence was a little different for him. You get what I'm saying? Like, it was a little you know, more structured at that point.
What caused the structure?
Well, there was a change. So, I think, like I said, the first one,
Come
I
closer
was
to the mic,
the
too.
first. Well, Joseph, I'm not gonna say the first one. With Joseph, it was kind of like, oh, and all that shit. But then, ain't none of that stuff cute. It's just that you so young, and you're impressionable at that time. Like it's just a total different thing. I really can't even explain it. It was a lot of life learning lessons for sure.
Mm.
But like I said, with Joquise, I just had to be more firm. And I mean, he was kind of spoiled in the beginning, but yeah, that left real quick. And then, obviously, a couple years later, well, maybe by the time he was 4, you know, you were present. So
What's the age difference between Joseph and Joquise? How old were you when you had Joquise?
23.
You was 23.
I think I had turned 23. I was turning 23.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I was gonna be turning 18 actually, but with Joseph, but um, they what 5.5 years old. I mean, something like that.
Mm. Um. So, how did that affect your relationship with your mom having kids at a young age? What was you and your mom relationship like prior to you having a child, and how
My
did it
parents was
change?
strict. They were strict. And the only thing it didn't change nothing other than she said, "You want to be grown, you gonna have kids, you gonna raise them." Period. She wasn't sitting in no house babysitting no kids. Like if I had work or school, that's fine. But yeah, all that extra stuff you want to go hang out and all that. They were strict. They don't care if you done had a baby, you grown or not. You coming in the house at a certain time. You're not doing all that. It didn't matter.
What made so? Do you think you as a parent that you became less strict?
I think so because I felt like I really couldn't go to my parents and talk about certain things. But again, now that I'm adult, I see like it's a different time frame. You get what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? It's different. Like we want to have our kids feel comfortable enough to come converse with us about different things,
Right.
which is a good thing, but it can also be, a bad thing depending on what it is. Um, but with our parents, well, I know for mine, for one, there was no going to them talking about stuff. I almost went, I want to say 5, 6 months pregnant and not say nothing.
Do you think that you just didn't want to say anything?
I was
Did
scared.
I'm saying so? Did they make it? Did they make it feel like you couldn't come to them, or did they tell you like it's an open? You can come to me about anything, but the strictness made you.
Yeah, no, what no talk. It's a different time frame.
So
I can't
I'm
even
saying,
explain.
so did your mom and did your parents make you feel like you couldn't come to them about anything, or
Yeah, they
was
were
it,
strict.
or was it because they were strict that you felt like that you couldn't come to
Yeah,
them?
that's it. They were
Okay,
so
but they
strict. It
did
put a
leave an
fear in
open,
you.
right? But they did leave an
No,
open.
because we never did. We've never. The only person I will say didn't really care what she said, and that was only till she was 18. Was my sister. She was more open after. Because I guess maybe she seen how things were for me, but no, nobody could just go to our parents and tell them stuff like how these kids do. No, they were strict and they didn't make you feel comfortable with coming and tell them stuff. You get what I'm saying? Like they not your little friend, if that's what it is you want to call it. But like I said, it's a little different now for the kids. They can go address stuff with their parents and things like that. But um, yeah, no, there was no comfortability in none of it.
Mm. Do you think now kids are better or worse?
I think it depends because it depend. Kids need to learn boundaries. That's what I would say. Is you can tell me stuff, but it should come with a boundary of how you're saying it
How are they
and
supposed to
what you're
know
saying.
boundaries if you keep the communication door like wide open, where you don't want them to feel constraint to what they have constraints of what they have to say because of you being strict.
Well, I here's the thing, because I don't think none of the kids just really come and tell us everything. You get what I'm saying?
They definitely ain't telling me
They
shit. Y'all
ain't. They don't
all
even talk to
keep
you.
stuff away from me. All of y'all. So whatever. But go continue.
Okay, whatever.
And it ain't supposed to be like that, but
Who is doing that first of
you
all?
do.
No, I don't.
Yes,
But
you
this
do.
ain't about
It's a
you,
lot of
so
stuff. Well, we talk about mothers, but hey, I'm a father, and that goes to show the lack of love that us men have. If y'all didn't know, but continue.
okay. Anyways, he won a part in this movie.
Nah,
Um,
I'm just saying.
like I was saying, I don't know. Like some people, kids, they come and tell them everything down to they about to maybe have sex or something like that. How they doing it, who they doing it with.
I hope they don't say how they doing.
You just never know these days.
I was man, mom. I was.
I will not, but some kids do that. Because they have a friendship with their parent. Like the kids will talk to me about stuff, but it's never been that far. You get what I'm saying? And really, Savea, she talked about a lot of stuff, but other than that, like,
How do you feel? What was the shift in becoming a stepmom? Like, how was that adjustment for you?
it wasn't
It wasn't.
an adjustment for me.
Yeah, like dealing with another
I've dealt
person
with other
kids.
people kids before you, though. That's
Right,
why it's
but
like it
I'm
didn't make
saying
no
like
difference to me.
I'm not saying in a relationship.
Um, yeah. In the beginning, when I decided like, okay, it's not the kid's fault. For a little bit, I was
No,
like,
well
okay.
you have to explain to people what you mean. Like what you mean
My
by
previous relationship, I said that.
right. So your previous relationship.
Right, and this took a lot out of me because at first I didn't want
So
to be
you got to
bothered.
explain to them. So
Well,
in
I'm
your
not
previous
talking about
relation,
them, so I
no,
ain't
but
finna do all that.
you brought it up.
Yeah, because you made an example, so I didn't feel it was not. It might have been a thing for you because that's something you ain't never had to deal with, but it's not a thing for me.
it's
I
different
have
though. So
blended family.
let's
My
just
parents are
okay.
blended.
We could just. I mean, we ain't going in depth, but let's just explain what you mean. So in your previous relationship, your
Right,
your kid's father had other kids outside of you, and so
right. So
so
I
you
was
just
able to. Okay, since we gonna just put just a little spin on it, because I ain't trying to get nobody no limelight on this podcast. Okay, my previous relationship in the beginning, it was hard for me to be like, okay, I'm finna accept these kids because of how it was done. You get what I'm
right.
saying?
That's
But
why I'm saying
then
what our dynamic is different from
it's
that, but
totally different. But that's why I'm saying it don't be the kid's fault. You get what I'm saying? You can't. But this ain't even our dynamic because
so
you have
okay. So
got
but you mentioned that, so I want to that I was just really putting out the difference in the dynamic. So you that came from that situation came from you already being in a relationship with him and then kids being spawned out of that. Us,
exactly. So I
I
didn't
had
care.
kids with my kid's mother and they were brought into our relationship. So that's
Exactly.
kind of different. Like
It is.
because
It's
I'm
not even the
thinking
same
the
thing.
reason I'm saying that is different because the way that the kids react from it. Like
I don't
their
know why
kids,
they're
they
surprised.
you was just accepting of some offsprings from what I'm saying. So they didn't have to necessarily become part of your family dynamic when you and him was together.
Right, they didn't.
But with our kids, they had it. It was like really no other choice because we were the prominent parents in
Right.
their life. Like you know what I mean? Like
Right,
my
but that's
kids.
that's why I say I think it wasn't a problem for me because I have bonus parents. I have a stepmom, I have a stepdad.
Okay.
And we don't use step in neither one of those situations. That's the problem with people. You get what I'm saying? Like,
Well, it's just we're not saying like
but this is what I'm saying, that to say this is I'm accustomed to it. So
yeah.
I'm not finna be like, oh my God, they got kids. I don't want to. First of all, I have kids, and whoever you dealing with, they come with a package. Just point blank, period. Okay.
How did my children, like how they started, how they acted? You know what I'm saying? Well, they was young. Like Surveyor
Right.
was,
They was all young.
yeah,
So
but Savion has always like, and he carries this to this day, like like a secret, like you know what I'm saying, like some secret animosity or something that he probably would never reveal to us, but you could tell in his
right.
attitude. You
Well,
get
I
what I'm
don't
saying?
care though, cause Joseph did the same thing.
Remember
So
that
it
picture
didn't matter.
that that they took with your mom? Like all the kids was like hugged up on their mom,
Yeah.
and Savion. It was like the saddest picture. Savion just sitting. They sitting on like a park bench, and everybody is hugged up with my mother in law. Like my daughter and her two kids. Was Joseph there? Was Joseph there too? I don't think so.
No, he
It
was
was
doing
it
his
was
own
some
little
other
thing.
kid. I think Roshan. I don't know, but it was like
No, it was just them.
it was just the kids that was
I
hugged
think
up on her
Elijah.
mom, but Savion was sitting on the end of the bench and he just sitting there like this, like looking sad as fuck.
Yeah.
And that picture, like, I don't know, it do something to me because I'm like, damn, what is going through his head? He
Right.
was only like 9 years old or something like that.
I don't
You
know
get what
how
I
old he
mean?
was, but I remember the picture.
But I know that to a certain extent, I know he probably would never mention it, but he has some resentment from us becoming a couple. That just as well as the other boys, like especially Joseph. Joseph really like resented me, you know what I mean, and
Right.
all the shit that came with that. But that's what I mean. Like, damn, how did you adjust? Because the drama that
Yeah,
I had
because I
to.
really don't care. I'm not caring about. Here's the thing, and this what people got to know. Even the people that's on the outside that probably got their little 2 cents. Like I keep explaining, I am a product of I have bonus parents, and I lived with my bonus dad, and he ain't. I'm gonna tell you right now, he didn't make no difference. Whoever getting their ass whooped, they getting their ass whooped. It didn't matter, and it was usually me and my sister. You get what
Mhm.
I'm saying? So, at the end of the day, like, if I'm not putting you in harm's way or anything like that, that should be no, just end the discussion, period.
Mhm.
Like, I didn't put them in harm's way. Now, if you want to keep acting up and being disrespectful, you're gonna get your ass whooped. And I don't care if I'm doing it or he doing it. And this is what's wrong with people. They're saying, "Oh, step parents shouldn't." Then the real parents need to all pull their weight and everybody get together and communicate and raise their kids instead of everybody salty because they're not in a relationship or whatever the case may be.
Right.
That was the problem. You get what I'm saying? So I didn't care about what no kid thought about nothing, because at the end of the day, your job is to be a kid. I'm providing a roof over your head. You're getting the things you need and want. Okay, you're not being mistreated. You will be disciplined if you are out of line. Period. And whether I'm doing it or he doing it, like I said, but that was just it. So again, you could look sad, you could say whatever you want. I'm not gonna care, because at the end of the day, like, it wouldn't be such a sad situation if the absent parents were present.
I was just talking about that because I think that's where people pride need to be put to the side. If like when when me and my kid's mother broke up, like, and she went off into another relationship, I had a conversation with her ex husband. Well, he an ex husband now, but I had a conversation with him. I just told him like, yo, if my son ever out of line, you can come holler at me. You get what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Like, come talk to me or whatever. You don't necessarily have to be a disciplinary as far as like whooping his ass or whatever. Because I feel like this. I At that point I'm like, I don't know how he disciplined. You get what I'm saying? He wasn't active in his kid's life, but that ain't got nothing to do with me and what his relationship was with his previous baby mamas or whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I'm gonna stand on letting him know that I am a disciplinarian. I'm gonna be in this boy life until God say so. You get what I'm
Right.
saying? But you don't necessarily have to put your hands on my son. You know what I mean? You could talk to me about it. And I think if when relationships don't work and you break up and all that,
They
I
become
think
bitter
that
bitches.
yeah, it be a lot of bitter shit. But I think that instead of being bitter, it would be way more effective on the kids to show like we're growing,
Right.
we're going to raise you as a village. Cause think about it. I was talking to Jay the other day about this. Like, um, just imagine like you go off into another relationship, right? Just say for me, like for us men, right? And my son is with his mom and her new guy or whatever, and he get out of line, he might just be acting out because kids lash out and act out. How more effective would it be if that man would be like, boy, you better chill out, I'm gonna call your daddy, and I'm already an active dad. That child is gonna straighten the fuck up because they feel like, damn, nigga, you cool with my dad, as opposed to being ops. You giving them leverage to be able to control the narrative of the both sides of the relationship. You get what I'm saying? Now, if my dad don't like you, nigga, I could play on him not liking you to, you know what I'm saying, to benefit me and not liking you as well, and vice versa for like a mom or whatever. If my daughter like, well, I know my mama don't like her, and then she start playing on that and getting in trouble, intentionally to spark some drama and be like, yeah, Quee yelled at me or whatever and all that shit. Now you go back to your mama telling that. Now your mama want to call and start cussing you out. Like, you get what I'm saying?
that won't
It'll
work
be
out.
way more effective if we all work together collectively as a village in a unit and just accept like, okay, me and her didn't work out. You get what I'm saying? She moved on, whatever. I just hope she ain't move on with no hoe ass nigga that's just gonna try to, do some harm to the kids. But at the end of the day, I'm here to establish like, look, you ain't gotta do nothing.
I get what you saying about that as you disciplining, but listen, my dad was present too, and whatever went on in the house, if I'm in the
It's
house
in this house.
disrespecting or doing something, I'm getting my ass whooped. I don't care who's doing it. So I get what
So
you're
do
saying.
you
I just think that's a man thing that y'all got going on. Some women probably feel the same way, but maybe because I was raised up a little different, it wasn't nothing, no ill will, no nothing. If I did something out of line or whatever the
did you
case, I
feel
was gonna
did
get
you
a
ever tell your dad, your biological dad? Or
no.
you can't remember? Or your mama wasn't playing that shit? Like, what goes
Right.
on in my house stays in my
It
house.
was you in here. When you at your dad house and you acting up, oh, my grandparents gonna know that if I got in trouble or whatever, because they gonna know maybe I need to be on a punishment or something. I don't know. But at the end of the day, what goes on here, you gonna get your ass whooped. If you at somebody else's house, your dads and whoever, whatever lady he with, they're gonna chastise you. Period.
I'm not against my child being disciplined by somebody else.
I
I'm
think
not.
you are,
No,
'cause
I'm
it's
not.
a man
Totally
thing.
did not. I'm totally not against that at all. But what I'm saying is, um, it has to be warranted. Like, if you know what I mean. Like, okay,
No, I
let's
understand
use
if
this
they
as an
really
example.
did something.
Let's use this
and-
as an example. All right, so. Shout out to the Michael movie. The Michael movie just came
Oh,
out, right?
gosh. Oh,
No,
damn,
I want to
no.
talk about it. No, because this does
I'm sick
apply
of you.
to that. So
It don't.
Joe Jackson whooped Michael Jackson ass. He whooped them boys' ass, right? But they felt that they were being abused.
Right.
Right. But that, for one, that's their biological father.
It doesn't matter.
But for two, he embittered them because all of them may have been in prison or jail or
You
dead.
don't know that.
You
They coulda
don't
did
know, but
something
what
else.
I'm saying
But
is this.
honestly, I think that's why Michael Jackson acted like a kid. He didn't get to enjoy his childhood.
Right, but because of what? He decided he wanted to be a part of this group. His father gave them the option to be a part of it or not. And in no documentation does it show that Joseph was even abusive
Boy,
prior to them becoming a group. That
He
was
looked
part
like
of their
he was
disciplinary. No, if you we go back, watch the American Dream. You even watch the last Michael. I don't know about the one with the flex nigga in there where he just looked like he was ashy, probably like my legs right now. But that nigga was ashy, ashy ass Michael Jackson. But listen, what I'm saying is in the story that we know about Michael Jackson, he didn't catch no whoopings until after he committed to wanting to be a part of the group. They used to be the Jackson 3. He was so adamant in being a part of the group and wanting to, be a part of the shit that that was part of his disciplinary. Probably that if you and you gotta
So
think
let me
about
beat
it.
your ass,
No,
you missed a
okay,
step.
you're 8 years. How many whoopings you got if you was when you was 7, 8 years old?
But I don't know. But I'm sure I
See,
got
this
some.
is the thing. His whoopings are tied to his greatness. He probably was just acting the ass. Like it's pointed. It's
We don't know
interpreted.
that.
Listen, it's right. We don't know, but
Nobody
exactly somebody just like you saying your stepdad whooped your ass. Or your pops or Dandra. Shout out to my to my father-in-law. If Dandridge whooped your ass,
He
right,
whooped everybody.
right. I could
He
probably
don't discriminate.
listen, right? So I could probably look at it like, damn, he was whooping little girls' ass. He abusive as hell. That
No.
and I'm not saying that, so don't kick my ass, Pops. But what I'm saying is that somebody on the outside looking in could be like, damn, you was a little girl getting a whooping.
It doesn't matter if you're a girl or a boy. If you did something you ain't had no
Right,
business,
but
you'll
listen.
get your ass whooped.
Right, but what I'm saying is that somebody perception. Just so my perception is that Joe whooping they ass made them great. Joe
Boy,
Jackson
listen
whooping
here.
their ass made them great. But y'all so infatuated with Michael Jackson and he got abused. Nigga, you wouldn't be he wouldn't have been a
Honestly, I don't even
perfectionist.
care.
He wouldn't have been a perfectionist to that point if he wouldn't have got his ass whooped. Joe Jackson made
Listen,
Michael Jackson
you
a
could
perfectionist.
talk to people. This is what's wrong with folks trying to force people to do some shit they don't want to do.
He didn't. He wanted to do that.
You don't know if he wanted
He
to
did.
do it.
He
He probably
said
did
it.
at first, but then when he seen his dad was overly excessive with stuff, he got the losing like, oh no, I don't want to do this.
That's not true.
And
Because
I
if
want-
he would,
I'm
if he
just-
wouldn't,
I don't know if it's true or not. I'm just saying this is an example, okay? And so during that time, he like, okay, I want animals, I want to play, I want to have toys, I want to have all these things. Because then he started thinking, damn, I really didn't get to enjoy my childhood.
Okay, so what was the mom
Fuck
doing?
your childhood.
No,
Bam,
it's
bam,
not that. It's
bam.
not just that because we have to give Catherine her whatever she contributed to that as well.
What?
Catherine, the one that made
she
him.
didn't get to have much
Yes, she
to
did.
say.
Catherine had a lot to say.
Okay.
Catherine had a lot to say. She the one
Yeah,
that
in this
made
last one,
as
she
a
said,
mother. No, it's his story.
You know.
No, but listen, Catherine made Michael go seek his talent. And Joe just brought it out of him with a whooping every once in a while. But
It seems like all the time.
Listen, Catherine is the one that actually made Michael Jackson do the victory tour. It wasn't Joe. It was her. She convinced him to do the victory tour with
Maybe
his
I
brothers.
need to watch this again.
No,
'cause
in the
at
movie,
this point-
in the movie, it's not interpreted as that. But in real
so
life,
you just making up your
no,
own
in real life, go look it up. You gotta do your research. Just like Michael Jackson didn't fucking just decide to go get his nose done. He broke his nose in rehearsal. That's when he got his first nose job.
Then what made him keep going?
Because he didn't like how they did it the first time. It was a bad job, so he went and got it redone.
Bad nose job.
Yeah,
That's
but
something.
that's what happened. He fell and broke his nose in rehearsal. That's why he got his first nose job. But they just made it seem like it was an identity crisis type thing, and it wasn't. But Catherine is the one that kind of pushed Michael's gift out of him. You get what I'm saying? So that goes back to the mom and how much leverage that you give the father in the relationship because shit.
You think Catherine had some leverage?
Absolutely.
Absolutely not.
Why? Listen,
No.
if Catherine didn't have
Joe
leverage,
put that big ass foot down and was checking all
No.
their ass, kicking all their asses. Yep.
no, Joe
Yes,
didn't
absolutely.
never whoop Catherine.
You don't know that. It looks
He-
very.
if
it
that
looks
was the
like-
case, that it would be in every biopic that they did. Joe never put his hands on Catherine. She's helping tell the story. Wouldn't you think that'd be incentivized to say like, oh yeah, he whooped my ass too? No, he didn't.
I don't know what she would have did.
That's what I'm saying,
But
man.
I
We
know one
always
thing.
listen. Joe Jackson is an American hero. Shout out to Joe
Oh, they
Jackson.
gonna
Rest in
cut your
peace.
ass out in these comments. You finna,
Rest in
y'all
peace.
love
Rest in
cussing
peace,
him
Joseph
out, and
Jackson,
he
man.
love getting cursed out because the stuff he be saying. You know what I noticed
Rest in
about
peace,
you?
Joe Jackson.
You like to be opposite of whatever somebody, even if you may think it's
No.
right, you're gonna say
Men
something
just catch a
different.
bad break in
No,
in
sir.
society.
It's because you. First of all, I
If
don't
Joe
really-
didn't whoop them boys' ass, we wouldn't have no Jackson 5. We wouldn't have the biggest pop star
Maybe,
in the
maybe
world.
not.
out of Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson was a huge perfectionist, and
So did
by
you
the
get
way,
a lot of whoopings?
yes.
You
Absolutely. I got a lot of fucking whoopings
And that's
that could
horrible.
probably be looked at as abuse.
No.
And guess what? All y'all gonna say is, well, you probably deserved it. Well, why Michael didn't deserve it?
Because Michael probably wasn't doing the shit you were
He
doing.
probably was.
No.
Michael
I
has
can see
fucking.
right now that
why
you
wouldn't
was a
y'all
baby
think?
kid.
Why wouldn't y'all think Michael Jackson would fucking what?
Because he wanted his
Tito,
rabbit.
Jackie, Randy, Marlon, Jermaine. He got 5 brothers. Like, come on, man. I grew up, it was me and my 2 brothers, and we got into bullshit. Like, our house was filled with holes in the wall. Cause we fighting and doing all kind of shit as boys.
That's why you got your ass.
Okay,
whooped.
so what makes you think Michael Jackson wasn't fighting his brothers and
They
all
wasn't.
that? You oh
They
my
were
God.
too busy
These
going,
are no, hell no.
Yeah.
These are black boys from Gary fucking Indiana. That's like growing up in Milwaukee,
Listen,
if not worse.
if we would have put a hole in my mama wall, we would have been in the hole. So
Shit,
listen,
we had plenty holes
Yeah,
from
no.
fighting and doing all kind of shit. Me
Well,
and my brothers.
y'all
You know what I'm
slow.
saying? No, it's boys. That's what boys
No,
do.
ain't no
Yes,
boys
they
just
do.
tearing
What?
up the wall just because you
Our
a
house
boy.
got towed up because of boys fighting
Yeah.
and shit. Get the hell out of here. Shut up. See, she's
No.
saying she just trying to be politically correct for Michael. For Michael.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
I'm telling you,
because
at
I'm
our
telling
house, if we
you.
would have put a hole in my mama's wall,
Well, I'm telling
she
you,
would have
in
stuck
our
a hole
house,
in our ass.
I'm telling you, in our house, we had to deal
I
with
gotta
that
get
shit.
my father-in-law on the line. 'Cause
On the
I'm-
real. No, you can ask
at
my
this
dad.
point,
You
you
can
just
ask him.
making up
No,
shit.
I promise
know
you.
he ain't never let you put no hole in the wall.
Hold on. Let's make a call.
So he
Shit.
let you do that.
No, I'm not saying he let me do that. What I'm telling you is that it was always some shit going on in our house where we had holes in the wall, fucking raggedy ass. Our kitchen
I
kitchen
gotta
floor
hear
was
this.
all messed up and all kind of stuff. She probably ain't gonna answer, but I need validation. Hold on.
I'll call your dad.
Let's see if TB answer the phone.
Huh?
I'm about to see if he answered the phone because it
Yeah,
is
call
kind
him,
of late.
'cause I need to hear this.
But man, he'll tell you himself. You don't think it was holes in the wall?
No.
What?
Your parents, well, your parents
okay.
act just like my parents.
Listen, my mom found an ounce of weed stashed in a hole in the wall in my room. So I'm just letting you
Boy,
know,
you crazy.
and what she did, she made me flush it, and she was about to call the police. Dang, it's too. What up, TB?
What's going on?
Hey, you on the
Hello,
podcast,
father-in-law.
TB? Got Pops on the podcast. Say what up.
What up?
So listen, I'm talking to Quee, right? We talking about we doing the Mother's Day edition, right? So we talk about mothers, but we actually got off and kind of veered off into a conversation about Joe Jackson and how he used to whoop the Michael Jackson and the Jackson 5. And I told her that Joe Jackson is an American hero because I ain't gonna cuss right now, y'all, but them butt whoopings that he was giving created the biggest pop star in the world, right? And so I told her, like, do you think that she said, I don't think Michael was deserving of any whoopings and all that. I'm like, dude, he was
I ain't saying any.
no, what I'm saying,
to-
okay, she said not any, but probably not as many as he got, right? And I said, well, he was a boy that grew up in Gary, Indiana with 4 other brothers. Do you not know that boys get into stuff? And so I told her, like, me and my 2 brothers alone used to knock holes in the wall and do all kind of stuff. So she said, get my father-in-law on the phone. Ain't no way y'all had holes in his house. Would you please tell her how many holes in the wall that we knocked from fighting and doing all kind of stuff?
Yeah, it was a hole in the wall in your room. I do remember that.
And remember that big old hole in the wall?
I remember what I found in that hole in the wall.
What I just tell you? What did you find?
You know what I found.
What time is it?
Wasn't no time.
I told you. You thought I was on. I just literally said that. My mama found like an ounce of weed in a hole in the wall, and
Well, you
my
was off
dad,
the chain.
he the one that saved because she was gonna call the police.
She should have.
She was. She
Yeah.
made me flush it.
Because why do you got weed in her house? First of all,
We'll talk about that another time.
No.
But listen,
this the Mother's Day edition.
no, but I just wanted you to verify that we did.
Happy Mother's Day, Queen.
Thank you.
But I was just wanting you to verify that us as boys, we got into a lot of stuff, and we used to tear that house. We used to tear.
Y'all didn't get into all that stuff when I was there.
Exactly.
He was at work. He worked 12, 13-hour shifts, so
Clowning.
he'd come home to a whole
And,
little
then
one.
and they wouldn't tell me about it until years later.
Right. See?
Yeah. So what
Told
lie
you.
y'all came up with?
It was all kind of stuff. Desi, I remember Desi and Don used to throw stars in the wall, and then they blamed it on me. They had these ninja stars, and they was throwing them in the wall, and I got in trouble for them.
Y'all had to call Kingy over there to straighten y'all out.
Oh yeah, with that one time when I kicked the white girl's door in because they were talking about my mama. They
You
called the
know what?
police. All right, we ain't gonna get into all that. All right, Dad. Let us wrap
That's
up.
why you got
Let-
whooping.
we go-
Because you was a baby kid.
I wasn't that bad,
Boy, bye.
but I do remember
You
Pops
definitely wasn't
tearing
that
my
bad
tail
kid.
up for cutting my hair one time.
Cutting your hair.
Yeah, I cut my hair.
Joe
Nah,
Jackson.
he tore my tail up. Good. So me and Shanita was talking about this the other
Well,
day
now
too,
you ain't got
because she was. I was telling her like abuse is a perception. You know what I'm saying? Like people could say it was abuse, or they could say it was just discipline. You know what I mean? And so I told her about that time that Karan little $10 came up missing. And she was like, I was like, Dad wasn't playing, was it? You was popping them knuckles like, and made us confess to it. I was like, now,
Who
you tell
stole
that
it?
story. Nobody, he lost it. We all,
Karan lied.
Yes.
Oh.
No, he didn't lie. He was just young, and he didn't, Dad wasn't playing. He was just like, who took that boy $10? Somebody go fess up to it. And one of us lied and said we did it, but I don't know.
You know what?
See, you gotta come on the podcast. But we go chop it up. We go finish this episode. We go get you to sit down and have a conversation with us.
You don't think Joe Jackson was abusive?
I don't know. I don't know.
crazy.
I think Joe Jackson.
He was going up Catherine's head too.
No, he wasn't. Listen, any depiction of the Michael Jackson movie, we didn't see Joe whooping their tail until after they committed to wanting to be superstars. They wanted that
That's
life.
you're beating them to get them to do something you really wanted to do.
Well, he created the biggest pop star in the world.
Yeah, well.
Like he said, well, the man whooping took him straight to the bank.
I don't think Joe Jackson created the biggest pop star in the world. I think God did. I think
Well,
Michael
yeah,
Jackson
absolutely.
Yeah, because Michael Jackson already had that in him.
Michael Jackson had raw talent. He had talent surpassing any other kind of entertainer you'd ever seen before.
Yeah.
So Michael and Joe, his father helped him get there, but his father, according to Michael, according to Janet and many other, he's got 5 brothers. Many of them said that he was abusive, and his own wife said he was abusive. I wasn't there, so I don't know.
Right. So,
But I think Michael would have got to where he was anyway.
Anyway?
He was a raw talent. He was a superhuman, talented individual.
yeah. Michael Jackson came up with the
Joe
robot
saw
too,
that.
right?
Joe saw that in him, huh?
He came up with the dance, the robot, right?
He popularized it.
Oh, okay.
It's like he didn't come up with the moonwalk.
Right. You were just showing
was
me that,
just
right?
showing
Yeah,
him
we was
that,
just
yeah.
talking about that.
Dude from Shalimar, Jeffrey Daniels, was doing the moonwalk, but what's his name? I can't think of what's his name?
Billy something. or
Billy
whatever.
something was like doing it in 59 or something like that.
Oh yeah, but it was somebody else in the
They showed all the people that did it before Michael
If you
Jackson
go
did.
back and watch Gene Wilder, Gene is from Milwaukee or
Yeah.
West Dallas or whatever. And the Little Prince, what was that choreographer's name? Anyway, he played the snake in the Little Prince, and he was doing the moonwalk in there too.
Oh wow. Oh, okay.
But anyway, the point is, it's been around. But
So Pops, if y'all don't know, we still record. My Pops is a music connoisseur. He can name any song in his era probably with only 3 seconds of hearing it. You know what I'm saying? Probably 2 seconds. So that's where I get my broad musical talent. So I would still be crowned if it wasn't for Thorne, if it wasn't for TB. right?
Thorn.
Right.
That's him. Thorn is TB's. That's his stage name, and I'm Crown. Thorn the Crowns, right?
Bob
I,
Fosse, who I was thinking of, that's the choreography that was doing the moonwalk in there.
okay. Well,
What y'all doing for Mother's Day?
I don't know. I don't know. I'll be forgetting about this day until I start seeing stuff now. But yeah.
Well, don't forget about Mother's Day. You always have a mother.
Yeah, absolutely. I just, it be slipping my mind. I still got my mother-in-law, still got my godmother. I still got my mama with me. You know what I mean?
I'm sitting up here watching Sin Help. This movie is crazy.
I ain't heard of that. All right, let us wrap up this podcast, man. I'm gonna call you tomorrow, Dad. But yeah, I just want.
That video, I still gotta send you the script and all that.
Yeah, send it. I started putting just started pulling pictures from what I got the pictures of mom. But yeah, just send me the script.
Don't be going out there telling people if they want number one entertainer, they gotta beat their kids. Be abusive.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it sounds like.
I ain't saying that. I ain't saying that. I just think that everything that happens in your life contributes to whatever you become. You know what I'm saying? And a good whooping will contribute to you becoming something better. Because prayer will too. But also I think that in general, I think our society has got worse over the generations because of the lack of discipline. Like, you get what I'm saying? And that's just my take on it. I think our kids could be a lot better if we did apply some of the disciplinary actions that we learned from our parents, but we were so focused on being lenient as parents that we didn't apply those to our kids as well, and now, you got the most disrespectful kids now, but it's just one of those double-edged swords, because us coming up in the 80s, you kind of we probably received whoopings because that was a disciplinary action when y'all was coming up, but it all stemmed from probably how we were disciplined as sharecroppers and slaves and all that stuff. So, this is, we just kind of getting away from that disciplinary action, but is it going in the opposite direction now because the kids aren't as respectful as we used to be? You know what I'm saying? My level of disrespect is nowhere near the level of disrespect that I've came across on my kids, is what I'm saying.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because I knew, y'all didn't play that. If I said something, if I said one thing out of line that my mom didn't approve, she gave me a lot of grace. I ain't gonna lie. But if anything came across Dad's table, Sean tripping, I knew that I didn't want it to get to that point. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So that's the difference. Mom would deal with the little, the hand pats and the quick whoopings, but when it got serious, Pop showed up and didn't say 2 words. Just a look at your ass. He'll look at you like, nigga, you done lost your mind, huh? But
pretty much.
Yeah, but I ain't got that same fear factor in my kids, Dad, so we gonna have to work. They grown now, so I ain't gotta worry about it. But yeah, I didn't have that coming up as much.
I was the best father you ever had.
Yeah, the best one I ever had. All right, I hope the only one. All right. All right, talk to you later. Love you. Yeah. That's my pops, y'all. My only parent I have now. But yeah. Well, only living biological parent. Like you said, you always have a mom. But yeah. Back to the podcast. That was a good convo with Dad. Don't y'all agree? Are you back with us? You on your phone?
I'm back.
Jeez. But yeah, man. Man, parenting. My mom didn't play. My mom will whoop my ass whenever
with
she
the rings on.
feel like it. And then she wore a lot of rings. I remember one time I got in trouble for something, and we was driving in the car, right? And I said something. I know it was slick, but it wasn't like really slick. It was just slick.
I'm sure it was.
And she was driving. She was driving. Next thing I know, bow. My mama used to wear rings, like probably like 2 rings on each finger or something like that. Dog, she hit me so hard
she
in my
had-
mouth.
Yes, she had.
Man, my whole lip just busted, like was cut. My fool ass. I was so mad that she hit me. I jumped out the car. Like,
You're stupid.
I literally just jumped out the car. I was rolling on the ground and then I just ran. Like just, I remember hiding behind these
coulda got
semi
ran
trucks.
over
Yeah, I
and all
could
that.
have. It was all man. I was so
You did
mad
same
that she
stupid
hit
shit
me.
Joseph did.
I just jumped out the car, like man. But man, R.I.P. to my mama, man. I wish that she could just hit me now. Like,
I wish she could too.
nah, but shout out to my mom, man.
She'd be
I
like,
miss her
"Sean!"
dearly. Yeah. Mom's in play 5'2" and had the heart of a 7'10" nigga. Jump right up on your ass if she had to. But yeah.
Yep. Since she was kicking your ass so many nights.
Nah, my mom used to, man, she used to catch
Yeah.
my ass. I remember one time we went to, me and my cousin, we went to the mall. Me and Desi, we was at the mall, and I had skipped day camp, like just to go to the mall with him.
Skips day camp.
I
How
did.
old was you?
I was like, I don't know. I was older. It was how old was I? I had to be like 12 or something like that. 12, 13 or something like that. Probably not that old. I don't know. I was probably like 12. And Desi was just like, man, let's go to the mall. So we went to Northridge Mall, and while we was there, somebody actually robbed the jewelry store in there. You know what I'm saying? And they was really heavy on profiling back then. So we walking out the mall, out the food court. I'll never forget this. Police stopped us. It was like, come on, we need y'all to come to the back. And so they just
You
profiled
was
us.
like your height at 12, wouldn't you?
Yeah,
They
I
thought
probably
you was a
was.
grown man.
Yeah, so we went to the back, and I don't know what happened. Like they ended up letting us go or whatever. But Desi's girlfriend at the time, she ended up telling, like my mom ended up calling the house or whatever and was asking where I was at, and she like, well, he with Desi at the mall or whatever. My mama made me ride my bike home, and I was crying the whole time home,
'cause
dog.
you
She
do.
met me at the corner with a belt, and it was people outside and shit.
You try to
This
act
little
tough.
girl I had a crush on, she was outside. My mama,
You even get his ass whooped.
I damn near ran to the house like how you push the bike with you because she got to hit me at the corner. I'm at the corner coming home, but she met me at the corner with the belt and got to whooping my ass home. Dog, my mama didn't play, man, but yeah. She did not play, man. But that's mothers for you, man. Mothers gonna stand on your neck. And fathers too.
Yeah, they should.
Look, her ass tired. We about to wrap this up. We had a
What you mean? I said they should.
Could you sitting over here yawning and doing all kind of stuff?
I've been yawning.
Okay.
Even before we was,
So what else do you want to say about mothers? Like what else like somebody needs to know? Like how the
Mothers are the nurturers. That's just simple as that. Like we try to discipline our kids, and it be so hard because you like, but they're the nurturers. And that's why the dads most dads should, spark fear in the kids where they like, please don't tell my dad. You get what I'm saying? Because mothers are more understanding. They may let you get away with a little twos and fews, even though they gonna yell at you and probably kick your ass a little bit. But I don't think y'all really get fazed by when the mamas is doing it. It's only when y'all dads, because y'all want to be like, hey, I'm a man and all that. You get what I'm saying?
Right, get to the mic because I probably didn't
but-
hear none of that.
Yeah, that's what I will say. As far as mothers go,
I think that's what it was in my household. Like I said, like I just heard with my pops, I would get away with more with my mom than him, and I
Right.
was accepting of I would be accepting of an ass whooping from my mom any day over my pops. You
yeah,
get what I'm
and I
saying?
don't know why that is. For
Because-
men anyway, because I don't know.
Because it's a testosterone thing as well. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I can see that.
And
A man don't want to get checked by another man, and
Nah,
that's the
facts.
problem. Y'all need to be checked. Y'all need to be checked, and that is the biggest problem with a lot of these kids now. Our generation, not our generation, but our kids' generation, they all messed up in the head. They don't want to be corrected. You get what I'm saying? Even
Yeah.
we could get a neighbor could check you. If you was at school, a teacher, at church. Nowadays, like, I don't want nobody saying nothing to my kids. Please get your kids. I don't even want them around because at the end of the day, these kids be out of line, and they need to understand wherever they go, it's gonna be some correction.
right. I think especially with young boys, because I
Yeah.
dealt with it with our boys, like when they got, and I think they, I don't know if I did it wrong or not, but in their lifetime, and I was just playing as far as like instilling fear, because I wasn't never wanting to instill fear in them, but I think
But
they
that's what I'm
interpreted
saying.
it as
Our
that because
generation is
every
different.
time that they would attempt to get out of line, I would leave the door of open invitation. Like, if y'all want to get down, you let me know when y'all want to get down. And for years, our boys felt like I just always wanted to fight them. Remember, they used to say that you just want to fight us, and I was like, no, I don't want to fight y'all. But I know y'all go get to that point where y'all go test me, because I did it to my father. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When I was like 17, 18 or something like that, we was past the whooping, so now he want to grab me up, and you know what I'm saying? I think he tried to choke
I
me
can
one
see
time. That nigga tried to choke me,
see
and I
that.
like knocked his hand away, and my mama got it between us, and
I know you lying.
no, like we was really about to fight, like for real. Like we actually was tussling and shit, but
Let me
I didn't.
call
My
my
pops didn't.
father-in-law.
No, for real. And my pops,
So
my,
do you want me to choke him out while you sitting here or not?
nah, for real. That's what happened. I think for like a year, and my pops didn't talk to me for like a year,
Okay.
like for real, because
And
he was
you
like,
now
"You
now
ever
you
lost your
dealing with that with
I'm
your
dealing with
kid
it too.
because here's the thing: it's you and all of us. We
This
done got
episode
into
is
all
kind of
kids.
went into parenting, to fatherhood, and,
Yeah, it went.
but
It's more so about parenting, but
Yeah.
it was supposed to be a mother's edition. But whatever.
but you know, mother.
We just all over the
Yeah,
place with
no,
it
no,
at
we
this
not all
point.
over the place. It's more so
But
about
it's
the
parenting.
dynamic of parenting, but you
Yeah.
know,
But
yeah.
what I will say is okay, because we done got into all four of them, right?
Mhm.
And it just comes. I think Savea is the only one, maybe because she a girl. She had her moment where she got into it with us, and we weren't talking for a couple of days or whatever.
That's
and
because
she
the
moved
boy
out.
got in her head.
Right, so it was a little different for her. She was all in love and stuff like that. But we were able to, work it out after a while. With the boys, it's all three of even Savion. It's like, man, dog trying to do this, he trying to do that, he did that, he said, you know what I'm saying? And all three, and you would think that Savion is not your child either. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
and he be acting like he don't like me at all.
Right, so it's.
But
It's
speaking
just something
of,
with boys.
hey, come over here, kids. Come say hi. Come here. Come here, Savea. Come here. She'd be like, come here, Savion. Come on the pod. Come say hi. We've been talking about y'all. Here are our kids. Here go two of them. Two of the four. The other two are back in Milwaukee. Joseph is figuring his life out at 29. And Joquise, oh, man. Well, I'm just pray for my son because, he was the one that, man, just so delightful for so long. He loved us more than all of them. Come here, Savea. Oh my goodness, come here, dang. We just want you to come say what's up. Your grandpa was just on here. Come here, Savion. Oh, we got Savion to come on the pod. Man,
Get
put your
down,
drugs
Goofy.
up, man. Come here, over here. Sit by your parents. Move.
Move, Goofy.
Say what's up, Save. This is
He trying to
Savion.
hit the weed.
Say what's up. We talking
Boy, you
about
about to lose your britches.
Mother's Day. These are my two biologicals. This is Savion, my oldest. And this is Savea. Hi, Savea. Come here. Scoot over, Queen. Move, Goofy. Sit down. Scoot over. Can you scoot over, Queen?
Oh goodness.
Say what's up, Savea.
Hey guys.
No, get to the mic. So how is Quee as a mother to you guys?
Excellent.
Yes, I think Quee does everything that.
Get to the mic.
Oh,
Oh,
I'm
God.
sorry.
The dogs want to be in it too.
Sit down.
Quee does
Goof.
everything
now.
a mother should do. She cooks. She provides for us. She gives
Watch out.
us, the best advice, and she's just always there. She's just a great, excellent mother, and we love
Yeah, she
her.
definitely always there and like giving us encouragement and stuff like that.
Sir, you want to
Yes,
talk
like
too?
we can.
Goofy, get down now before I beat your butt.
Okay.
Get down. Get down now. Get down.
Trying to get up here
Goofy,
and talk.
get your butt down. Get down.
He can never be left out. Like
Okay. He just gonna just be.
Spoiled.
So what you feel? You said she good, Savion?
Yeah, me and her cooking good too.
Oh, okay. What y'all think about me as a dad?
well, it's not Father's Day.
Oh, well,
For
okay.
Father's Day.
All right, well, we'll
not
do the-
playing, but we love our dad. He's an excellent dad as well.
Our dad
Always
always been here
doing
for
too
us.
much.
I don't
He
know about everybody
always
else
talking
though.
to us, y'all.
I'll be getting on y'all ass, don't I? What do I get on
We
y'all
can
ass about?
never go a week without a lecture. So
Yeah.
that is definitely
'Cause
something
A
that goes
day,
Cause
girl.
y'all
Come on,
wanna-
a week.
Yeah.
Listen, y'all have to be great. Y'all are carrying my name. You understand me?
Bro.
And I don't
down,
raise.
Goofy.
Get down, Goof. Sit down. Sit now. Good boy. And I don't raise no failures. Whatever your talent is, you need to expound on that and become the greatest in that talent. Now, don't make me start Joe Jackson in your ass around here, because I got a few belts.
Boy, they too grown for that.
But, well, anyway, I'm glad they came on. We're going to have a full conversation with them. But this has been the Mother's Day edition. And we just want to say Happy Mother's Day to Quee, the
Thank
queen of the
you.
house.
Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's
Thank
Day.
you.
Continue to be great. I'm so proud and I'm so happy for myself for picking you as a helpmate and being the best woman that a man could ever have.
say a nigga.
I'm so lucky that I have a beautiful, loving wife, and she has had my back for so many years. Like, I think I knew that you was the one when you walked up to the hospital after I got stabbed. I was like, damn, she walked up here, checked on the nigga. You know what I'm saying? And that was just like one of those moments like, damn, this a solid one. So, fellas, if your woman ain't willing to go to war with you, see what the thing, what these niggas talk about. Always willing to cook and just take care and just love you in the whole, you know what I'm saying? Like, so salute to you, Queen Quee. And this has been Blended,
Dysfunction.
where she
you are
is very dysfunctional.
very, very, very dysfunctional, sir.
And her ass is too. Man, I appreciate the kids coming to do a cameo. When y'all go do a whole episode with us.
Whenever you all want, man, I'm ready.
All right, tell them what y'all do. What do you do?
I make music,
Tell them who you are, who your
My name
platform.
is Savo. You can follow me on Instagram, Savo, 3 O's and an underscore. Follow me on there. And my SoundCloud, Savo Suave. And YouTube, Savo Suave.
There you have it. I want him to get out here. He in the hub of music, Atlanta. His daddy got a lot of plugs in Atlanta.
No, I'm coming. No, for sure. Like, I got some stuff coming, man.
We gonna see. Slow feet don't eat. And Surveyor?
Hey y'all, I'm Savea. Y'all can follow my hair page. I do hair. I can get all the girlies right with the wigs, the braids. I can get them in right too with the locks and the twist and all that. So follow me at veaslay.it. And yeah, come see about us, y'all.
And there you have it. That's been episode 4, Blended Dysfunction, where her ass is dysfunctional, and we all are. So we out of here. Peace.
Peace out.
But we blend, attention. From the gutter to this living room, we still choosing this connection. Blended dysfunction, but we work it out. Work it out, work it out, work it out.